All right, and welcome back to the channel. Today is April 24th, 2024. It is Wednesday. It's been a hectic week. It's been a hectic month. I remember one time that someone had told me that 12 weeks would be a long time and that would feel like an eternity. And I think that at that moment in time, I did not even understand patience in its true form. Um, anyways, guys, this is not financial advice. Please use your own judgment when it comes to the market. Let's get down to the daily structural analysis. Let's pick up back where I started off yesterday. And I know that there is quite a few retracements going on. There was news yesterday that did impact the market as well, but that was just momentarily, right? That was certainly more for the intraday side. Let's pick up on UJ. All right, so therefore, like I had stated, we were still pretty hawkish going in the opposing direction yesterday for a potential move. Could have worked out momentarily, but as you can see, market is still pushing towards the upside. We finally tapped 155 solid. Okay, I've been saying this throughout these past weeks. We still kept upwards in this direction. Now we can truly see some sort of resistance be formed. Like I said, it is going to depend. We got to keep in mind that this wick is important. All right, this wick right here. So it's still bullish, still hawkish. Anticipation is if we can close above 155 today and then get the follow through on Thursday without a Friday rejection back into the range, that would mean that we would still be in a clear upward stream. All right. But as of right now, price is trading right around 154.9, right around 155. I would expect the daily closure to probably close with low volume unless something comes out. But that would be my anticipation there for UJ. Like I had stated yesterday, PMI had came through. We got a little bit of bearish pressure. We could see that from the wick that was left off right there. And that is fine. Okay. All right, AU. AU just continued its retracement. So right now we do have a long spike to the upside. And is this the end of the retracement or are we coming to a halt? It will depend on today's closure and basically tomorrow's candle. So really at this point, we haven't yet tapped this area, but we have reached into this area. Depending on how today closes, really tomorrow we would know better if it is going to turn at some point and we get like a bearish candle or we continue bullish. But as you can see right now, we are still in the retracement. On H4, what we'll see here is for sure a push to the opposing side. That's going to be somewhere in the chart, so we'll cover that in an instant. But structure is still dovish. All right, we went all the way down to A to B, and then are we going to form again in A, then to B for further low, right? So will that happen, or are we going to continue to retrace? Will we consolidate? Let's see what happens. There is no neutral price at this point. And one clue, so here we go, USD CAD, we are finding neutral price point. So what I'm trying to say is that if we notice on AU and USD CAD, again, time or pair correlation is important so you can pick up clues across the board in the market. Notice how we're coming into a halt. We have a lot of buyers right now. And does this mean that the dollar is going to start to push again? If that is the case, ideally Aussie dollar would then in that instance fold to the downside, and we would want to see likely UJ continue to go up to the upside. So like I said, I do believe UJ might just be in a very slow break of the 155 region. Here, if we do close with a engulfing candle, I would expect the next daily candle to be bullish. Structure here, like I said, is very clean, coming from point A down here to point B. And if this is going to be the next point A and then to the point B, we are fresh off the making of it. And Here we're going to find a transition neutral price point on H4 and then transition from bearish, basically the bearish retracement now back to the overall flow of the market, which was initially bullish. Okay, again, USD CAD looking the cleanest out of all the charts. And let's jump into the H4 time frames, our intradays. And yeah, it is Wednesday, guys. It is Wednesday. Okay, UJ. Again, the reflection that we're seeing is very, very low volume, very, very slow break of that top region bound. As I had stated originally, yesterday, these two candles were news driven. So it didn't last long. In other words, there was no actual clear of the bearish side. And as you can see again, we didn't break. And now notice how we're starting to slightly pick up momentum a little bit. Volume starting to look a little bit bigger than what it was here. We're starting to get more movement around this. This is struggling because it is at a sensitive point right now in the market, but it doesn't mean it can't continue. So like I said, I do believe we are to continue. We could get some sort of major spike before the liftoff actually fulfills itself, but overall, still hawkish on UJ. All right, I'm not seeing any clues to the bearish unless all of a sudden we get some solid bearish momentum coming in. AU, we do have a point of resistance form on the intraday time frame, which is that long wick which I was talking about. And this could be setting itself up for a potential push then to the downside if it is to continue the overall bearish structure. Okay, doesn't mean market can't come back up here and then potentially go down, and also doesn't mean that market can go back up and then break. But what we do know is that here is a neutral price that has been found and allocated. Here, this would have been a sweet move on the hourly time frame for sure. One could have caught this. Nice point of transition. Right, the points of transition is where we can take advantage because it takes time to develop, and if you're good at catching it, then that's when the moves are set off, right? Those are set off. So here we're just continuing, see how the rest of the day does pan out. But I would anticipate market to, depending on today's close, if we do then break below this candle on the H4, then we're likely to continue back for the retracement. And going back with the overall flow of the market. Okay. All right, USD CAD. There is that bullish candle. Again, earlier today, or I would say London, probably. London, the start of Asia, we see the pass off happening again. Neutral price. This would have been a sweet entry as well. Around this time frame right here, we get that nice little engulf, and then we get the lift off. Just right here, that would have been a sweet, sweet move. Could have for sure capitalized here. That would have been the most recent one. As of right now, gotta wait to really see if this actually is going to form a resistance. Pass off has happened. Would want to see the follow through, but again, the overall structure of USD CAD is hawkish. So this could just be a retracement and then a push back to the upside. Be wary of that. Just be wary. And I think that covers it all. AU, UJ. Yeah, that's it. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for tuning into the channel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. Please remember, use your stop loss, use your risk management. It is a marathon. It is not an overnight thing. All right. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.